Let's talk about that goal against Solihull. It was a brilliant move led by you for that first goal. How pleased were you with that assist?
Oh no, very pleased because like the past few weeks we have been really asking for goals, and I wanted to get involved more than I really was doing before. So getting that assist at that moment in the game, yeah, this was very good.
It must take a lot of confidence to take kind of risks like that, moving past players. How much belief do you have to try and bring that magic to try and change a game?
Um, yeah, well, you don't really think about it when you're doing it, They came and they didn't really try to play. They tried to stop us from playing. So I didn't get really a lot of space between the lines, and it just opened up for me at that time, and I just run into the space, and I looked up for Kyle, and yeah, it was like a good goal.
So it's just natural to you. You don't think you almost go into autopilot in those kind of moments.
Yeah, like I've done it a few times before, where I just turned away from defenders and drove and had a shot on goal last season, and now I just squared it for Kyle. So yeah, I'm able to do it. Like it, I don't think it will happen a lot in games because they, like I said, they come and try to stop us from doing that. But when it opens up, and I will be able to do those kind of things. Yeah.
Is it something that you feel that you can work on the training pitch, that kind of move and that kind of performance, or is it something that just will come naturally to you on the pitch at that moment, or is it something that you work really hard on?
Um, well, I work every day in training on my movements in the game. Because I was an out and out winger before we were playing this system. The manager worked with me about picking up in the pockets and turn away and drive at defenders. And like you see last season and like this season, I'm more able to do it now. Get the ball with my back to the goal and just turn away and make something of certain situations. And yeah, I'll grow with it every game, and another game I will get more into those positions than others. It depends on how the opposition is playing against us.
As a player, it's been a turbulent time for obvious reasons, for all the uncertainty, the postponed matches. How's it been for you personally since the start of the season, over the last year in general?
Yeah, well, for me as well, like every other person, I think it's yeah, really difficult and really, yeah, difficult in uncertain times. And like games are getting postponed, and you're not getting, can't get your momentum going because you're not playing game after game. And like right now, we're just happy that the games are coming thick and fast, because you can get that momentum going.
Psychologically, the impact must be quite profound because you don't know if a game's going to take place. There's obviously a lot of talk about whether the season may be halted or maybe null and voided. Do you just have to kind of put that all to one side?
Yeah, personally, and I think I speak for a lot of boys. Like we are not thinking about that. Like the manager has told us, like we have to keep going. Like the season is gonna finish, and we have to keep playing games, winning games to stay up there. And yeah, that is what our mentality is at the moment. Like we're not thinking about what's gonna happen. We're just thinking about the next games that are coming. And if they're not coming, if they get postponed again, then we'll train hard and we'll be ready for the next game.
And finally, Enzio, do you still have the same level of enjoyment playing football in this new normal that we're living in? Obviously, no supporters in the grounds at the moment. A lot of players think it feels very sterile. How's your experience of playing football right now?
Yeah, well, of course, like it helps massively when the fans are behind you, and you can share that enjoyment when you're scoring a goal, with the fans. And I think that's the same for everyone else. And personally, for me, it's the same thing. I want them to be here. I want them to enjoy winning with us. And yeah, it's hard, with the empty stadiums and the fans are not there to lift you up at difficult times. But like I said, we know they are watching every game, and we know they are behind us. So yeah, hopefully with that in mind, we can do great things.
And just finally on that point, that we saw a dazzling move by you against Solihull. Because there's no supporters in the stadium, does it make that moment less satisfying in a way that there wasn't a full crowd of people to see it?
Oh yeah, definitely, because like seen with the celebration I did, like I was looking in the stands and there was no one there, So no, if they would be there, then it would be even better, But I hope they enjoyed it from home as well.
Enzio, I wish you all the best against Weymouth on Saturday. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Over to you, Lee.
Hi Enzio, how you doing? You okay?
Hi Lee, I'm not too bad. How are you?
Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah, not too bad, surviving. I just wanted to ask you about obviously the role and what you were saying about coming into the centre of the pitch and picking up pockets. Because when you first arrived at Notts, you were very much an out-and-out winger. How much are you enjoying adding this different facet to your game, and how much do you think you've improved under the manager's tutelage?
No, I think it has made me a better player overall, I was an out-and-out winger when I came here and was just focusing on getting past people and put crosses in. And I think right now when I'm getting inside the pitch, I had to learn at the beginning to know what's around me, I wasn't used to being with my back to the goal and turn like that. So I think it has made me a better player overall, and I'm very happy that the manager has put that into my game.
I was going to say, because you did it against Stockport as well, didn't you? Which led to, I think, was it the build-up to the goal for Jimmy Knowles in the first one, and obviously this one, and I think back to last season, the tremendous goal against Woking. How crucial is it that you're given the ball in those positions? Because now Alex's ball into your feet last night was very accurate. Is it crucial that the distribution is important as a position?
Oh yeah, massively. Like I said before, it's always hard to receive the ball in those positions because teams know we want to do that. So they are basically, like you seen yesterday in the first half, they were blocking those lines, and well, it's hard for teams to do that for the full 90 minutes. So when it opens up and I get those balls in there, like I will always drive towards goal, and it will open up spaces for other players. So yeah, I think it helps massively that we do that.
In terms of away from football and lockdown, how are you finding this whole period? Because I know everyone's saying the fans are struggling with it, and this is probably the toughest period of lockdown yet. What's it like for a player away from football at the moment?
Well, for me personally, it helps that we are still playing football. If I was in the position of other people and be at home, not be able to do what I want to do or what I love, I think I would be struggling more. So like I can't really complain right now with the way I feel, because I'm happy I'm still playing.
What are you doing away from football? Because obviously, I mean, the country's locked down. It's pretty much under lock and key. How do you keep yourself entertained at home?
Well, I'm not going anywhere when I don't have to. I'm just I talk to my family and friends a lot, to be fair, because that helps, see how they are doing and keep in contact with other people and check how they are. Because like you said, like mental health is an important thing during these times. So yeah, I'm busy with keep checking how my loved ones are.
You're not a Call of Duty player, are you?
I'm not a massive Call of Duty player. I'm more like a FIFA player. So that's what I'm doing in my spare time. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you play against any of the lads online?
No, I haven't played against the lads online, to be fair. I'm more playing the tournament at the weekends more. So yeah, that's what I'm doing in my spare time. Yeah.
So have you put yourself in your ultimate team? Is that can you do that?
Not at the moment, because we're not in the football league, so we're not on FIFA anymore. But like
there's an extra incentive for you to get promotion, and you put yourself back in FIFA, then, can't you?
Oh no, definitely. That's the main aim, So yeah.
In terms of the team's overall ambitions this season, how would you sort of surmise the start to the campaign?
It's been a roller coaster, to be fair. Like we expected to be right up there, with the squad that we have, and we lost against teams at the bottom of the table, and then we played really well at the top against the top teams. So yeah, like I said before, we have to win those kind of games, you know, if you really want to push for something. And you know, that start this weekend again at Weymouth.
Yeah, because that was the problem last year, wasn't it? I think your record against the top 7 and other teams who were challenging for promotion was actually really, really good. But it was the likes of the Dagenhams, you know, the Dovers, where you just couldn't seem to produce the same kind of results. Is that something that the team has got to strive to improve this year?
Oh no, massively. We have to really improve that, you know. Like you see now, we are hard to beat. Like, we're hard to break down, and it's just like the concentration with the set pieces, you know, that we are getting against us. We have to keep switched on and not let set pieces in. I think if we do that, then no team will break us down, because footballing wise we are one of the best teams in the league.